Oleksandr Usyk, the White Rabbit. That's what he calls himself. I don't know, man. I don't know why he calls himself the White Rabbit. Maybe because he's good at running. From Joseph Parker. Oleksandr Usyk, the White Rabbit. One of the greatest fighters of all time. Listen, I wasn't even going to do this shit, man. But yesterday, I dropped a video talking about the whole WBO, Oleksandr Usyk, Joseph Parker situation. Yeah? Now, in that video, I said that if Oleksandr Usyk vacates the WBO title or he forces the hand of the WBO, if he forces them to strip him, therefore he doesn't fight Joseph Parker, I said that Oleksandr Usyk is ducking Joseph Parker. I said it. I called it for what it is. It's a duck. But apparently, some Usyk fanboys got the knickers in a twist. They're not happy about it. They're saying how disrespectful. How dare Enzo, you accuse the great Oleksandr Usyk of ducking. Have you not seen his resume? Have you not seen who is defeated? How can Oleksandr Usyk be scared or ducking of Joseph Parker? I don't know, man. Seriously, I don't know what people have been thinking in their heads and stuff. Like, this word, the word ducking, I don't know, like, is it a new word? Ducking has been around for years, man. I don't know, maybe some of you have just been born in the last 10 years. Ducking has been around for years, man. The word ducking, you know, a lot of fighters in history, great fighters have been accused of ducking. So who the hell is Oleksandr Usyk not to be accused of ducking? Who is it? He's just a fighter, man. He's just a boxer, man. Do you know what I mean? Some of the fanboys are going on like Oleksandr Usyk is the second coming of Christ. Like he's some sort of Messiah. Listen, I got a message for you. If he's your savior, he's not my savior, man. He ain't got the powers to forgive my sins. Hell no. So you can go on that table and break bread with him. You know what I mean? Go do that, man. Go eat some supper with him. That's your business. Go do your thing. But to me, Oleksandr Usyk, he's going to get that smoke. He's going to get the criticism like any other fighter. Because we have to call it for what it is. I just keep it real, man. Do you know what I mean? I come on here and I just keep it real. Oleksandr Usyk is not the first fighter in history to be accused of ducking. There's been many fighters in the past. I remember Lennox Lewis. He was accused of ducking Mike Tyson for years. Everyone says it. Oh, Lennox Lewis ducked Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was in his prime. He didn't want to know him. He only fought Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson was over the hill and he was washed. That was Lennox Lewis. The great Lennox Lewis was accused of ducking. When Lennox Lewis was towards the end of his career and he fought, what's his name, Vitaly Klitschko? Lennox Lewis won that fight. The referee stopped it due to a bad cut. Klitschko had a bad cut. But then after the fight, Klitschko was so mad by the stoppage, he called out Lennox Lewis. He said, yo, let's run it back. He threw millions at Lennox Lewis. He threw millions at him for the rematch. But Lennox Lewis said, yo, listen, I'm out, man. I'm done, man. I'm retiring. I'm done. I don't want nothing to do with boxing. Till this day, Vitaly Klitschko accuses Lennox Lewis of ducking him. That's the great Lennox Lewis being accused of ducking. I'll give you another example. Floyd Money Mayweather. For years, he was accused of ducking so many fighters. Ducking Pacquiao, ducking Shane Mosley, ducking Mike Dana. Mate, they were accusing me of ducking every type of fighter that was around at that time. Do you know what I mean? He was just ducking everyone. But it's funny how Mayweather, like, I think he's like the second fighter in history to beat the most champions or something like that. Mayweather, one of the greatest fighters of all time, but he was accused of ducking. Do you know what I mean? And now the fighter that's accused of ducking all the time, right, in this current time, in this era right now, Saul Canelo Alvarez. How many times have people come out and said and accused Canelo of ducking fighters? Canelo gets all that smoke, man. And look how great Canelo is. Look at Canelo's resume. But for some reason, we can't accuse Oleksandr Usyk of ducking because he is who? I've just given you examples of some of the great fighters that have been accused of ducking. But we can't say that about Oleksandr Usyk. It don't make no sense. Do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. The WBO have ordered Oleksandr Usyk to fight Joseph Parker. If he doesn't want that smoke with Joseph Parker, in fact, he's made it clear he wants to fight Dubois. But then if they strip him of the WBO title, yeah, if Usyk is all about undisputed, is all about the champion, is this great guy, yeah, he will obey the ruling from the WBO, sorry, the WBO. He will obey that ruling, take on his mandatory, prove to us, we know he's a great fighter, we know Usyk is a great fighter. Fight Joseph Parker, beat Joseph Parker, because apparently to some people out there, Joseph Parker hasn't achieved shit so far in his career. He's not that guy, he's not all that, we're all making it up. You know, we're hyping Joseph Parker up. That's what I'm hearing in some quarters. Everyone's hyping Joseph Parker up. Okay, cool. The same guy that we're hyping up, let your champion go beat him then. Go dismantle Joseph Parker, because it's easy work, right? Beat him, and then fight Daniel Dubois. What's wrong with that? Quick turnaround. It's going to be an easy fight, right? Joseph Parker is easy. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't beat no one, really. Do you know what I mean? Who's Joseph Parker beat, really? Nobody, right? Nobody, right? So Usyk, go ahead, go beat Joseph Parker, and then go get your job done, your business, whatever unfinished business. You go with Daniel Dubois. I don't know what unfinished business they got. Go finish you off, and yeah, get your undisputed fight, whatever is happening over there. Do you know what I mean? It's simple. But if he doesn't choose that path, and if they can't resolve it with the WBO and he gets stripped, and he doesn't want to fight Parker, he's a duck. He joins the long list of duckers. Do you know what I mean? Oleksandr Usyk will join the likes of Daniel Triple Duck Dubois. He will join Uncle Frank, Horn Charles. He will join the Duck Dynasty, man. Do you know what I mean? Listen, this word duck here is trending right now, man. Everywhere I look on the social media platforms, duck is off the roof, mate. Do you know what I mean? They got me to thank for that as well. You know what I mean? Like, listen, these Michelin star restaurants here, you chefs, I know the price of duck has gone through the roof, you know. Listen, if you're gonna go to a restaurant, you order duck, I bet you that price is double now, mate. Do you know what I mean? You Michelin star restaurants, you better highlight me, you know. I helped increase that price, you know. I'm the reason for that. Everyone I see now, duck, duck, duck. You type in Daniel Dubois, you see duck next to his name. Like, it's crazy, man. The word duck, everyone's going crazy over it. Do you know what I mean? Oleksandr Usyk is not immune to criticism. He's not immune from the word duck. He gonna get that smoke too. As great as he is, he's achieved a lot of things. He gonna get that smoke. Because Oleksandr Usyk here, he wants to fight. Daniel, he's got 2 more fights here. He said he wants 2 more fights and he's done in 18 months. So he wants to fight Daniel Dubois for the unification, whatever. He wants to get that done. But obviously WBO have other ideas. Joseph Parker has other ideas. So that's going to be a bit sticky for him to get that done, right? The way he wants it to get done. But then the same great Oleksandr Usyk, as his last fight, he wants to fight Alex Pereira, who's a UFC fighter. He's an MMA fighter who's never boxed before. He did kickboxing. He's never boxed professionally before. And he just lost to Kovalev, Ankalaev. in the UFC. He was outboxed by another MMA fighter. And that's the guy, your champion, Oleksandr, the White Rabbit, wants to fight as his last fight. And people are not even talking about this, you know. There's no criticism, you know. Oleksandr Usyk's fan boys, fan girls, the fan club, the whole thing, the whole Rabbit club that they got going on, no one's mentioning it, you know. No one's saying, yo, why is one of the greatest fighters of all time taking an easy fight as his last fight? He's fighting an MMA guy. Why are you doing that? But you guys don't clock the double standards, right? When Floyd Money Mayweather, towards the end of his career, I think it was like he was going to fight Conor McGregor, he got mad criticism. Yo, why is Floyd fighting some MMA guy, man? Do you know what I mean? When the fight was actually going to be like under boxing rules and the result was going to go on their records, like Mayweather was 49-0, and if you won against McGregor, it was going to be 50-0. Till this day, people still give Mayweather mad heat, mad smoke for it. Like, nah, man, that 50 don't count. Number 50 don't count because he beat a novice, man. He beat McGregor, man. McGregor never boxed before professionally, so we don't count that. Some people still say that Floyd Money Mayweather is 49-0. He's not 50-0 because he beat some MMA guy. But the same people, like, I can tell it's the same guys, they want to give Oleksandr Usyk a pass. The double standard. The audacity. Now, how dare you? But then when I accuse Oleksandr Usyk of ducking, I'm the bad guy. I'm disrespectful. But you guys have been disrespecting Lennox Lewis, Mayweather, Canelo all these years, and many other fighters that I haven't mentioned. Joe Karzagi was accused of ducking Roy Jones, ducking Bernard Hopkins, ducking Bearman in the early years. Do you know what I mean? But I'm the bad guy because I just said Oleksandr Usyk is ducking Joseph Parker. It's not like I said Oleksandr Usyk is a shit fighter. It's not like I said Oleksandr Usyk can't box. It's not like I said Oleksandr Usyk is a cheat. I never said any of that stuff. I recognize his greatness. I gave him his flowers. But all I said was, in this situation, Oleksandr Usyk is ducking Joseph Parker. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? Most of the feedback was positive. A lot of the people were in agreement with me. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we agree to disagree, disagree to agree, whatever they say. Do you know what I mean? It's just the nature of the beast, man. It's the territories where we are right now in the world. It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? But I just wanted to address some of the things that I mentioned in my last video that I dropped last night. You can go check it out. It's on my channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to disrespect Oleksandr Usyk. I recognize his greatness. I'm giving him his flowers. You know what? I don't even want to give him mad smoke. I just gave him a little smoke. Ask my people, man. Ask the viewers. Ask the audience of EMGM Sports, man. They'll tell you about Enzo. Go ask them about Uncle Frank, Con Charles, Daniel Dubois. Them man have been getting smoked for the last couple of weeks. Oleksandr Usyk, I'm sparing him. He's a good guy. I like Oleksandr Usyk. I got mad respect for him. He's a legend. He's in my top 10 greatest fighters of all time. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to address the fanboys who got their knickers in a twist and give Oleksandr Usyk a little tiny smoke, a little reminder, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we're watching your every move. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't do the right thing, if you duck Joseph Parker, if you don't fight him, guess who's gonna come out again and have a little word online? Me. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to come back and have to do this all the time. Do you know what I mean? There's other fights, there's other fighters, there's other things. I want to talk about TKO, the whole UFC, Turkey Al Sheikh. I want to talk more about that. Do you know what I mean? So the next video is probably going to be about that as well. We'll talk about in more details and stuff like that about that league and what they've released, you know, online, what's going on with that league. So that's what I really want to talk about. Today, I just wanted to address some of the clowns, the haters, whatever you want to call them. Do you know what I mean? Saying that I'm disrespecting Oleksandr Usyk. I should show him more respect. How dare you? Do you know what I mean? How dare you? Like, I turn on my cameras and I pay for these lights and I all the studio and the mic and thing like that, yeah. I pay for the electricity in my house. I do all this shit, yeah, for someone to come and tell me what to say, what to do. Are you crazy? Come on, stop it, man. Listen, I want to leave it at that, man. I want to leave it at that, man. Let me know in the comments, man. Is calling Oleksandr Usyk a ducker, whatever you want to say. Is it disrespectful? Or are we just being honest and keeping it real? Let me know in the comments, man. And if Oleksandr Usyk does not choose to fight Joseph Parker, like we're hearing, he's not going to fight Joseph Parker. Is he ducking? That's a duck. Let me know in the comments, man. Let's engage, my people. I'll really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. Please don't forget to go ahead and smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.